Welcome to the Brookes Climbing induction video. Please ensure you watch this video carefully, as you will have to acknowledge you have watched it and understood the safety procedures and risks as part of our climbing participation agreement prior to visiting Brookes Climb. Roped climbing is where the climber is protected by a rope which is managed by a partner, the belayer. Brookes Climb offers two variations of roped climbing at our centre: top rope climbing, where the rope is fixed to the top anchor, and lead climbing, where the climber clips the rope into the centre quick draws as they ascend. Before you climb, we suggest you download the Brookesport app, as you will use this to scan into the climbing wall. If you don't have a membership, please visit reception, where you can pay for a climbing session. You can hire climbing shoes and purchase chalk. We do not provide harnesses to rent or purchase, so all casual climbers must provide their own harnesses. Before putting your harness on, ensure you remove all items from pockets and store your belongings in the racking provided. Do not leave items in the fall zones. Ensure your harness is put on correctly in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and that it is a good fit. You must tie directly into the rope using a recognised climbing knot, such as a figure of 8 with stopper. Different harnesses may have unique tying in procedures, so please ensure you follow the recommended procedure. The belayer must attach the belay device in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions into the other end of the climbing rope. It is good practice to complete an ABC buddy check before climbing. First, the anchor. Check the rope is not twisted at the anchor and that the rope is running smoothly. Next, the belayer. Check the belay device is threaded correctly and attached to the harness at the correct attachment point. And then check that the climber has tied a recognised climbing knot into the harness at the correct attachment point. Once the ABC buddy check is complete, you should be ready to start climbing. The belayer must position themselves close to the bottom of the climb in a stable and secure stance. The belayer must take in the slack rope as the climber ascends, always keeping a firm grip on the brake. The belayer must always have eyes on the climber and be ready to catch a fall if required to. Once the climber has completed the climb, the belay should lower at a comfortable speed. Communication between climber and belayer is very important during this process. Anyone wishing to belay a climber must be a registered competent belayer. They must be able to belay, lower and catch any fall independently. Novice belayers, which includes all under 18s, must be accompanied by a registered competent belayer who should tail the novice by always holding the brake rope. There are many different types of belay devices available on the market. Please ensure you are familiar with your device and have read the manufacturer's instructions and have practiced at ground level before belaying a climber. Lead climbing is the most advanced climbing style available at Brookes Climb. It involves the climber clipping the rope into the centre quick draws as they ascend the route. This style of climbing increases the risk of a longer fall and therefore requires both the climber and belayer to be competent. The climber attaches themselves to the rope in the same way as top rope climbing. The belayer then attaches the belay device to the rope at the same end as the climber, leaving enough slack to allow them to climb to the first clip. The belayer must always keep a hand on the brake and manage the slack by continually feeding and taking in rope as the climber requires it. The belayer must position themselves to always have eyes on the climber and close enough to the wall to avoid being pulled forwards. The climber must clip into all available quick draws as they climb. The climber should find a solid position with good feet and a straight arm. Do not miss out quick draws, as this will increase the distance fallen should you fall at that point. Once the climber has reached the top of the climb, they must clip into the lower off chain using the clips provided. The belayer can now lower the climber at a comfortable speed. Again, communication between climber and belayer is very important during this process. You have now completed the rope climbing induction. If you have any questions regarding roped climbing or require instruction or further assistance, please talk to a member of the climbing team or email climb@brookes.ac.uk.